We're going to add a downtime table to our schedule start stop screen. And the reason we're just going to add it to this screen is commonly they go together, but we can create some downtime by pausing our run and restarting our run. So if we go to the OE downtime and we have the downtime table, and we'll resize it. And this component has a property just like all the other components. What line do we want to deal with? So we put the line path in to our north line, and our downtime reasons will show up in that table. Now if we want to start recording when we hit end and resume, there's one other thing that we need to do, and that's up on the production model, on the north line, on the downtime tab. We have run disabled reason code, and we don't have a reason for it. So I'm going to go ahead and add a reason, and I'll call it run paused. And we'll put in, we can make it really high, we'll make it 1000. And we'll consider that as planned downtime, but you could treat it either way. So if you have it as planned, it will not show up in the availability, OE availability. If you have record downtime, it will show up as the availability. And we can make that operator selectable. And we need to put that 1000 in here. So we match this reason code with this. And then we save that. And we go back to our window, go into preview mode. We pause. We don't see that go in there yet because if we're done with the run, we don't want to add that. That's just the end of the run. But if we resume, then we do see that run paused in there. And the cell doesn't show up because it's for the line. We have a number of other properties on this table. For example, if we want it to be editable and just not view only, we can select that, and it will allow us to change downtime reasons and split entries and whether to enable notes and just a number of other properties there. We also have customizer, table customizer, which it shows all the columns, and it automatically pre-selects those when you drop it on the page, but you can come in here and hide columns and show columns, whether it's a short stop downtime or whether there's a note there. And you can also change the color of the row in the table. So if it's a short stop, you could change one color versus another color. The last important property I want to talk about on the downtime table is the show types. So you can show short stops only, you can show long stops, or both. Now we'll take a look at adding some other information. If this was an operator screen, we can display tag values. So we come over to our tags and we go to our down to our north line under the OEE folder, and we can pick up whether we are running or not. Here. And I can drag that over onto the screen, display it in a multi-state indicator. I can customize that. 0 would mean off. 1, we'll make that say running. 2 will remove because it doesn't apply, and 3 will remove. So it's just off or running. We can actually make this say down, I guess. So now if I go into preview mode, we see the line go down, resume it, and we come back up. We can also display the last downtime reason. There's just a whole bunch of tags that we can put in here. Our OEE figures we can display in there. Um, Downtime reason description. And that won't show up in here. But if we had a downtime reason, maybe I can force one here. To the filler state, I'll put in a state of 2, which is fault. And fault shows up. So you can just, even though that's redundant in this table, but you can use that on other screens. And downtime minutes and all kinds of information that's available to show.